So, you need a Los Angeles travel guide? For the next 3 days, I'm exploring LA and I'm sharing the travel itinerary that you will need to have the most amazing trip to the city. I'm Rita and this is Los Angeles, California. To have the best first impressions of LA, you probably need to start with a trip to Hollywood and the Walk of Fame. But first things first, breakfast. And when the breakfast place is a sightseeing spot as well, that's basically a win-win.
Off to breakfast to the Grand Central Market for a bagel.
This market in downtown is a vibrant hub for authentic food experiences, and it captures the essence of the city's diverse food scene.
Look at that cream cheese scrambled eggs. So hungry.
Once your belly is full, and trust me, the bagel is not the only thing you can have at this market for breakfast. You can start getting to Hollywood, either by car if you rented one or by subway, as did I. The train is affordable, reaches destinations quickly and stops conveniently right in the heart of Hollywood. You don't have to search too long until you find the famous stars, as they are right in front of the station. And from there you can continue to walk through the area to really soak in the Hollywood vibes.
We just arrived at the Hollywood Walk of Fame station. It's a massive long road and you have so many stars over here of famous people who got honored for their art, their acting, and it's super cool to walk alongside here because you've seen it in so many movies and so many pictures, and finally being here is like a bit surreal.
Did you know that this iconic stretch of sidewalk is home to almost 3,000 stars, honoring some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry? But it is not just about the stars. The whole area around the Walk of Fame is fun to walk through and soak in the atmosphere, as there is a lot going on.
Now we are standing next to the Chinese theater, and over here you have all the footprints and handprints of the celebrities right on the floor. You can imagine their body sizes if you just come up close and try to fit your own to it.
And while the Chinese theater is probably most famous for exactly these unique cement blocks, it is also a place where countless red carpet events have been happening since its opening in 1927.
We are now walking through the Dolby Theater. Looks very prestige here.
The theater is a true Hollywood icon, famous for hosting the Oscars. Imagine walking the same path where there would be a red carpet for the biggest names in the industry. And the theater is designed to provide that immersive experience, and that can be felt even as a visitor. At that point, you will probably have walked up an appetite. Luckily, there are lots of food options around that area. My choice went, of course, to a Mexican place, which happened to have a DJ in the middle of the day. And while you are in the Hollywood area, you will see lots of minivan type buses drive by, which are touring the area with a guide and drive by celebrity homes. For a better experience, I'd recommend you to book a highly ranked provider. One cool thing that we spotted was the Oppenheim Group office from the Netflix show Selling Sunsets. The windows are tinted though, so you can't see much unless you literally press your forehead against the window. Next up, it's time to visit a very famous part of LA, which you probably have also heard about.
We came to walk in the Beverly Hills area, and just walking here the streets where people have their super fancy houses. It feels so different than the city center or anything in LA. It feels like a different kind of very quiet and naturey city, but I'm quite mind blown by the difference across the areas. If you look at Beverly Hills, for example, it's a very posh area. You have beautiful houses, beautiful villas. It looks so well taken care of. The lawn is perfectly cut and the trees look perfectly aligned. It looks like a green oasis, really. But if you compare it to Hollywood or downtown, there is such a huge difference between the richness and poverty and homelessness. In fact, this level of homelessness is something I'm not familiar with from Europe, and it literally breaks my heart every single time. The difference between the areas and the gap between poor and rich is insane. And yeah, I mean, all areas have something to see as a tourist, but the divide is just huge. After walking through the more residential parts of Beverly Hills, we came to Rodeo Drive. And this road is basically a fancy shopping road with fancy shops and fancy cars, and it's definitely an experience if you have the necessary pocket money to shop over here. But overall, it's just a cool experience to walk through here and see all of that.
After having spent some time window shopping, it's time to head to dinner. And for that, we took the local bus, which was equally convenient and easy to use. Our destination was Koreatown. And if you haven't had Korean barbecue yet, this is probably a good place to try it. You can also grab delicious bubble teas for your way back to the hotel. Maybe it's just me who likes bubble teas as desserts, but I was impressed by the selection of flavors. What better way is there to start your second day in LA than on the Venice Beach with perfect sun and just the right level of sea breeze? Venice Beach has a huge promenade, and I love that there is so much music, many shops to visit or snacks to grab.
I got an acai drink with granola on top. It's like a perfect drink for a beachy weather today.
Another popular thing to do here is to rent a bike to cycle through the promenade, which must be amazing.
This is Santa Monica Pier. You have lots of food options next to the beach. You can go for a swim or surfing. There's also a bit of a Luna Park over there. So overall, a pretty cool place. Have a grab of food to eat and just walk around here, enjoy the sun.
The Santa Monica Pier is a vibrant destination that combines classical coastal charm with a playful carnival-like atmosphere. And as you step onto the pier, you will be greeted by lots of sights and sounds. It's amazing to think that all that is happening while you are literally above the ocean.
Santa Monica Pier also has the end of the Route 66, the famous road that goes across the US from Chicago to Santa Monica or the other way around. Now we have arrived at Malibu Beach. Malibu Beach has a fantastic place for sunbathing, enjoying the weather, enjoying the beach over here. You have very huge waves though. On this side you have such fantastic properties. Here for example there somebody has a jacuzzi on their balcony, and the special thing about it is how close these houses are to the water. I've never seen such a place before, and I guess that's what makes it so special. At the same time, lots of celebrities live here, so maybe we spot one today.
And while we are exploring the 27 miles of natural beach beauty and are getting ready for our next stop of the day, I'd just like to mention that if you do enjoy this video, I'd be so happy if you considered subscribing or hitting that like button.
On the way from Malibu to the Griffith Observatory for sunset, we came through this naturey road. The view from here is absolutely stunning. You can see over the mountains over there, you can see how people live on them, the houses, and overall just the nature here is so peaceful and nice. Quite a difference to the city. You can hear the birds and it's just so peaceful.
It's literally so peaceful that traffic is created by peacocks, which turns out to be traffic that I welcome happily. But once we did get past the bird, the next stop of the day was the famous Hollywood sign.
The best spot to see the Hollywood sign and take pictures of it is actually if you navigate to the Lake Hollywood Park. And over here there are lots of people competing with you for the perfect picture spot. But here it is.
And after we've taken a billion pictures with the sign, we were not too far from an amazing observation viewpoint and just in time for sunset.
One thing you definitely don't want to miss out on is to come to the Griffith Observatory. From here you have amazing views of LA, of downtown LA over there. Even Hollywood over there, as well as the Hollywood sign, which today is a bit cloudy, you can't see it, but it is there. And obviously you can also come to the Griffith Observatory, however it's only open on specific days.
Bring some snacks if you want to stay for sunset or past it, because there is no food at the observatory, and also a picnic with a view is just so much better. With that, the second day comes to an end, and it's time to get back to the hotel for some needed sleep, to be ready for our third and last day in the city.
We are at the Getty.
We are at the Getty today, and here you have different times and areas of art. At the same time, you have...
As an expert of art from London and Germany.
Today we came to visit the Getty Museum. here you have art from different kind of centuries and genres, so lots to see. At the same time, you have a view of LA from here, and you have really beautiful gardens. The great thing is that the entry is free, so you can come. However, you need to book a ticket or like reserve your spot in advance. You can do that on the website and enjoy this view. We came to the Grand Central. It's a huge market with many different stalls of many different food options and lots of Mexican food, which I'm so excited about. We are queuing for this one. We went straight for this one because it had a huge queue. We're gonna go for a burrito because I'm so hungry. So that is barbecue pork with beans, some cilantro and white onion. And then I put some lemon on top, and then you have this tortillas.
Tacos.
Tapas?
Tacos.
Tacos, of course. So good.
This market is really the place to come to for breakfast, lunch or dinner while you are in downtown. You will not be disappointed and have so much choice. Once you have finished your lunch, it's a great opportunity to explore downtown LA, this time by foot.
So we've arrived in Little Tokyo, and if you have been in Japan before, you know how the traditional restaurants look like. But if you haven't and you're here, this is the place to try it out. It looks very authentic, lots of places to eat. I feel like I'm back in Japan. Apart from really good food in Little Tokyo, you can get drinks. And we actually got frozen bubble teas. Never seen that in London, so super special. And we got the matcha and the taro or tara one. And this one tastes so good. It's like super sweet. Can't compare it to what it tastes like. Maybe marshmallowy. And that is a matcha flavored one. I prefer this one. Well, we crossed the street from the bubble tea shops and we found the Japanese village plaza, and it really does feel like you're back in Japan. I'm so happy. Japan was one of my most favorite countries to visit, and walking here is so authentic. You have souvenir shops, restaurants, you have the decorations around here. Everything reminds you of Japan. You even have a Japanese grocery store. I mean, it's perfect.
And with that, day 3 of our LA trip comes to an end. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, I'd be happy to see your like or you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.